First of all, let me start by happily saying that indeed I am very proud to be here with you today. Not only that I'm here as governor, but I happen to have been and seen and witnessed the process of from the initial stages, which is a culmination of our being here today. Well, I will first of all start by thanking Mungo Kibati by clearly showing to the world the kind of role, the very important role the private sector can play in ensuring that we deepen our economy as a country. We believe very firmly, for purposes of transformation, it won't work well, it won't serve the purpose if we continue to govern the way we have been doing all along. We have now new dispensation that allow us as opportunities. So in my county and in my government, I would strongly advocate for public-private partnership. And this morning, all of us can witness the kind of achievement, the kind of I'm looking at an opportunity to now say we can market Mombasa on an absolutely new front. This is a process of rebranding Mombasa. We've all along said that we are looking at means of diversification, particularly in tourism sector. We realize that Mombasa can be a serious hub, serious tourism hub, that can only be compared probably to cities like Baltimore, having a serious port facility that benefits and allows industrialization, at the same time having a vibrant tourism sector. So for me, there's two things that makes me really proud, and I want to affirm my position of support of this process, is that we have a state-of-the-art marina within Mombasa County that is environmental friendly and which will allow a brand new look in this very important sector of tourism. Second, which is an important area that we have now as government have to expedite, is to realize the benefit that comes with a marina. And I tell you, I will run with this. I will market Mombasa using this project. I will be all over places, proudly talking about this marina that we have in Mombasa County. And to support this, of course, we'll come up as county government with infrastructure on the other side. And it's very simple for us. It's just a replica of what is already done here. Find ways of putting it in place as fast as we can, so that we actually benefit from our natural resource. This is probably the only port city in the world that effectively do not use water transport systems. And in fact, it is only the ferry that cuts across one channel. But we could do better. So therefore, I want to assure you of our support as government. We are keenly negotiating with both the residents in the Old Town and other areas to start the journey of restoration, bring back the glory that was lost at some point. We have a cleaner, greener city with the kind of heritage that we have. I am sure if we optimize usage, then the sky is the limit for us. So therefore, really, we shall be leading from the forefront to ensure that whatever is invested in Mombasa can actualize returns and transform the lives. Most importantly, is about transforming the lives of our people. The mandate of government has to go beyond paper development. It is not what about we report in terms of development. It is about creating opportunities. It is about developing the lives of the people. And therefore, for me, I tell you, particularly the private sector, that County of Mombasa wants to do business with you. There are several opportunities coming up, And like the CEO has said here today, we have been talking very closely, and we are packaging. We're even negotiating on a county bond with KCB of how we're going to package it, so that people can invest in their government. And for me, really, we want to be held accountable. From what point we picked in terms of leadership, and up to what point when we leave office, the sort of achievement that we have realized. So therefore, mine very briefly is just to thank everybody and wish you well. It's only that Mr. Joshua ran away strategically from us when we were at the penthouse. But I just told him that my application for mortgage would be following him in his office. Because it is something that's so beautiful and you want to be part of. So therefore, thank you very much, congratulations, and we shall support you. Thank you.
What kind of impact is that going to have on that rich historical legacy? I mean, this is ultra modern. You know, it's like, as you're saying, it's something futuristic. What, you know, if you look just across the creek, it's such a contrast. You have hundreds of year old for Jesus on the other side, and something that is really a legacy in Kenya. How have the residents of Old Town been involved in what this is going to do to the whole culture and atmosphere of this area? Thank you.
Next person, one more question I'll take. Those are two. Any other? Okay.
Hi, my name is Adelaide Chongola. I'm from KTN. I wanted the governor to please expound a bit more on the bond that you're going to have with KCB and what you wanted to achieve, how much you're thinking about, how long, more specifics basically. Yeah, thank you.
Asante, majina yangu naitwa Ngumba Ukithi. I'm from the Standard Group. Nilikuwa nataka kujua kutoka kwa KCB ama Bwana Kanji ni umradi ni wa pesa ngapi ambazo umetumia. Number 2 ni kutaka kujua kutoka kwa Mheshimiwa Joho, kulikuwa na barabara wakati fulani huko tukizaliwa kwa barabara fulani bali wakitoka huko kuja upande hii. Ile ukiangalia kule Mombasa na ile congestion iliyoko, uko na mpango gani kuhakikisha kama kutakuwa na opening za upande huu wa Nyali?
Barabara na daraja?
Daraja.
Start by saying, when I said we're negotiating, it is rather deep consultations that we have said as government in Mombasa, we shall be involving everybody on how we do things. And yes, there's a need for restoration of the Old Town and use the heritage in a way that can benefit the people of Old Town and Mombasa at large. One is, first of all, yes, how best are we placed in terms of ensuring we maximize the benefits that can come with such heritage. So therefore, is to take people through sort of sensitization of what they can be able to earn from what they have in job creation and opportunities creation. You realize restoration, this will probably not be the first. The Aga Khan Foundation that we already started negotiating with has successfully restored the Forodhani beach of Zanzibar. And those are our partners in the process of restoration of Mombasa Old Town. I probably would have wanted to talk about it at the right time after we have thoroughly engaged with everybody. But I tell you, ours is not to modernize. Yes, this interest has to find some ways of moving in tandem. One, creating Mombasa or modernizing Mombasa and still use our heritage the way it is. We're not destroying anything, but what we are doing is to restore the very spoiled, important sites of Mombasa. How we want to roll out our bond, of course, we shall give you details after discussions. But you realize Mombasa has the biggest budget estimates in this country. I mean, bigger than all the other, bigger than Nairobi. the reasons why it informs that big budget, or rather that big deficit, is the participation with the private sector. That we want to allow our people to be able to do business with us in actualizing what we feel is best for Mombasa. And I'll give an example as to why we are saying we shall be negotiating and rolling out such plans, is just to look at how best do we play, or do we come in providing support infrastructure to facilities like this. You have had a look at our roads. This is the marina. But how do we support this marina to be fully utilized on the other side where there's heritage that we can benefit from as a people of Mombasa? So therefore, there is a need to negotiate with institutions that are willing to partner. And I want to proudly say that KCB is one of them that has come forward strongly to say we are ready to talk, we are ready to package, including a bond of how we're going to be rolling it out. So in good time, we shall give you details of how this is packaged for you to participate. And I think the impact for me, I'm not worried about there's really no negative impact we're looking at here. It is all positive. It is allowing new ideas to be realized within the Mombasa County. And we're running with this. Like Mugo Kibati has said, is a 2030 flagship project. I want to run with it as Mombasa County. To go all over the world to say, this is our project. The only marina of its kind within the coastline. So therefore, for me, it has more of a lot positive impact, and utilization of what we have as heritage can deepen our economy. I think that's basically what I want to say. I tell you, for me, it goes beyond that pontoon. I had hoped and wished that they never took away that bridge because of the historical nature of that bridge. But now that it's gone, we have engaged, and I know that the central government then engaged with the JICA to do a study on how we can open up the island. So there shall be several bridges that are coming up, including, by the way, the Likoni Channel. Some Chinese firm is already doing a study on a spiral bridge at the Likoni Channel, linking Mombasa mainland west to north. And again, the Dongokundu project, which will probably be the longest bridge in this country. I don't know if there could be any other one in East Africa, but it's 1.5 kilometer bridge that will link Mombasa mainland west to south. And of course, we also do our bit to find ways of creating new darajas along the island, island north, island west. But most importantly, and this is what we should learn from this marina, is Mombasa can actually use water transport systems. Meaning you can come here and 400 meters away from CBD should take you less than 5 minutes. Much faster than any other mode of transport. So therefore, these are areas that we are looking very keenly to deal with the transport sector. Thank you. It's the fact that what Mr. Kanji has done for us, and when we're saying this is transformation, is to introduce a brand new market in terms of tourism. When we talk of diversification, this is what we mean. You could introduce sports tourism. You could introduce, like we have what we see in India, which is medical tourism. But there's a very big market out there for fish or fishing sports as tourism that Mombasa has never been able to tap into. A little bit of it is done at Hemingway's, in a much, much smaller way. But here we have an opportunity of saying that now we have facilities for those that love to fish all over the world, because we're right at the channel to high seas. And therefore, for us, it goes beyond just this, as you see, as a facility in our county as Mombasa. I think